extreme cold wave expected to last through the weekend here in New York and across the Northeast. Here and many other places, not getting above the low to mid-teens today. It is not a pleasant day to be outside, I'll tell you that much. Expected to be in the single digits tonight. Really strong winds making it feel even colder. CNN's Gloria Pazmino is joining us. And Gloria, we're kind of asking you to play a little bit of a meteorologist here as well, because I think a lot of people too wondering when this dangerous, I mean, it is dangerously cold weather is going to be over. It's becoming an issue for a lot of these cities like New York that have a homeless population, and these are just not tenable to stay outside.
Absolutely, Jessica. And frankly, they are the most vulnerable population right now. That's what the mayor has been trying to focus on in the past few days. Unfortunately, several people have died over the last few days as this cold stretch has just lingered here in New York City. As you said, single-digit temperatures expected to go throughout tonight, into tomorrow, and into next week. The city has really had to contend. They have significantly scaled up the resources. More than 1,200 people have been moved into shelter, but really it's exposing a crisis of homelessness that the city of New York has been grappling with for many years.
Everyone's really worried about it.
I'm really going tonight.
The wards bring some relief to these homeless outreach workers. For weeks now, as New York City has been plunged into a persistent cold snap, they've been walking the streets of Harlem trying to convince homeless New Yorkers to take shelter.
I promise you, I'm going. It's cold now.
Rolando has been on and off the streets of New York City for more than a decade.
It's so cold, I just don't want you outside.
He is familiar with the workers from the Center for Urban Community Services. With freezing temperatures expected through this weekend, their outreach is likely to save lives.
We're seeing who is on the street at this point in the day, who might be in need of assistance, clients that we don't know, people that we are trying to connect with.
At least 17 people have died during the cold temperatures in recent days. Several of them had previously interacted with the shelter system.
If you are living unsheltered in New York City, which is a right to shelter city, right, it means you have been failed by everybody and every system. Until we are thinking more holistically about how systems interact and also developing housing at a scale that we haven't seen in a long time, we are going to have to continue to wrestle with homelessness.
The city's cold weather emergency has created a challenge for Mayor Zohran Mamdani. The city has opened additional shelters, increased bed capacity, and set up dozens of warming centers. But not everyone is receptive right away.
We want every New Yorker who needs help seeking warmth to be able to find it.
In the last 2 weeks, the city has opened 2 more safe haven sites in Lower Manhattan. The transitional housing facilities are designed to move chronically homeless people off the streets.
When someone moves in, we do an intake with them, and part of that process is assessing their immediate needs. Do they need to see a doctor? Do they have a medical issue?
Safe havens are only one part of the city's effort to combat a crisis that's been unfolding for years. More than 80,000 New Yorkers live in city shelters. An additional 4,500 people are estimated to live on the street. These transitional shelters can be the beginning of recovery for some.
For a person like myself, when I was addicted to drugs, I needed to stay out.
Keith Elam was in and out of the system for years until he landed at this safe haven location in Lower Manhattan. Now he's on his way to a permanent apartment.
You see people just on sidewalks and everything, and you feel like you can't help. One of the things I like to say to people, it takes a village to raise a child. Maybe just ask a person, do you need help?
Now, that is one thing that I heard over and over the past few days while we were out with the outreach workers speaking to homeless New Yorkers. Many of them are hesitant to come in either because they've had a negative experience at a shelter in the past or because they're worried for their safety. And many of them are struggling with mental health. The city is trying to focus on that now. They have launched a new pilot program that is going to actually pair homeless people that have come off the street to go out with the outreach workers. The idea being that a peer-to-peer conversation will help more people come inside, especially in these dangerously cold conditions.